What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's jazzed because we've got a bonus day of some Cajun coverage. My man Cory in the house. I didn't really have anything on the agenda for today, and I thought, why not make it a cool conversation? And then some things popped up, so we'll talk about the things that popped up since you and I were texting this morning, and all of that stuff. It's been a crazy week. I don't know. I'm still coming down off the adrenaline rush of the beginning of the week and all that kind of stuff. So, but we got a ton of people in the chat already. We got Trained Olive, our favorite. We've got NAI. We've got Jay Birch. We've got Shanna. We've got Lido. We've got Bako. We've got Sten. Pasley. Jody Lynn. She must not have to be selling cabinets right now.
She's probably going to measure somebody if I had to make a guess.
David Johnston. Dude, that guy is ripped, man. Have you ever met him?
I have not. I think he was at Legends last year, same time I was, but clearly we were not in the same heat. So.
Yeah, podium finisher at the CrossFit Games age group this year. What a stud, man.
But no, I went and after I realized who he was, last week, I went and looked and I was like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah. We're on the podium. He said, you saw that. Huh? And I was like, yeah, I noticed. When I looked at his Instagram, that dude's he's huge. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shucks.
Well,
he even spelled a Cajun for you.
I mean, we do like to add in unnecessary letters.
Winter, Trained Olive, Scoot, the latest video about Masters Athlete Wise was fantastic.
1000% agreed. Watched it this morning. Even though most of those people are not that blurry in person, the content, the subject matter was absolutely outstanding. So
Cory has been rubbing the salt in the wound all morning long. I have a clip I'm going to share with you guys, but it's something I'm really proud of. It was, the media access for the age group CrossFit Games got out of whack this year. I had to pivot on the fly. I came up with this thought and concept of, everybody hears about how the events are going and nobody's going to care in 3 weeks how event 2 at the CrossFit Games went. Right. So why don't I have like some deeper conversations and then clip them all together in a way that tells a story? And so the first episode was, what is your why? Why? Because all of these Masters athletes have other jobs. They do all of that. And so why not capture that? And then it's going to mean more at the end. And when it came down to it, it got me so fired up. Like it got me fired up to find out refined my why. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to this thing. And we all have them. We all have that. You and I talked about it yesterday. Like, I want to be able to do a burpee at 75. I don't want to fall and can't get up like the commercial said in the 90s, right? Like those things I want to happen. And so I think the best demonstration of it was the last interview of this. It really wasn't the last, but the one I put last from the film. And so I'm going to go ahead and play that because I think it came across well. And it's not about his why. It's about what he says with his why at the end. So this is Joel Hughes. At one time, he was Ariel Lowen's training partner. So he's out of Midland, Texas. He's just a stand-up dude. He's won the CrossFit Games before in his age group. He's podiumed a couple times, but here it is.
What a good question. I'm going to freak out a lot of people probably, but my why for everything in life is I believe that I am on this planet to make God look good. That's my purpose in life. And the way I make God look good is he gave me these abilities and I'm not going to waste them. And so I come out here and I hope to influence people. I make my family happy. I make people back home happy. As a master, this isn't about the money. We don't want sponsorships, don't care about that crap. I just want to have fun. And so my purpose is to hopefully influence people. I'm a big believer in CrossFit and what Greg Glassman started. It works you look at the CrossFit pyramid, that works. Nutrition, metabolic conditioning, all that good stuff is where it's at. And I hope that people will jump in with it and join an affiliate somewhere. I think that's the best thing to do.
So that's why I added this in. Find a local affiliate. And it was fantastic the way he said that in his own way. And I love that you get to hear it in their words.
Yeah. How awesome is that, dude? Like all of it. His entire response, front to back. Like
I want to make God look good, and I want you to go find an affiliate.
Easy, simple. Not a whole lot of, hey, I can, so I will. It's basically what he said. I can do these things. I will do these things.
It's not about being a religious person. It's about, that was his why.
It's just his why.
And through this whole thing, there are so many different whys, and it doesn't matter what that why. Cory's why doesn't matter to me because it's not my why.
Right.
But it tells me that I should have a why and that I should be convicted to my why. Right. And that's what the beauty of this is. And then it was to say, go find an affiliate. Yeah. Go step in a gym and let them help you find your why.
How awesome is that? I
look at this. Jeff Bako, I'm headed to my local affiliate this week to begin the process. Bam. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. So back on the blurry before I let you come at me some more about this thing. Things got messed up at the age group games with my media access. I never got the right wristband to get into a room, to have a quiet place. I had to do these interviews in the hallway of the convention center. Now, there was a big, long bench down the one wall. So we just sat on that bench, and that's where I talked to everybody. Because if you went in where the floors were, the echo and as loud as it was, I wouldn't have got any quality audio at all.
Yeah.
I went out in the hallway where it was carpeted, a little muted, at least somewhat, but still not quiet. And then I had to live out of my backpack. So I was taking my camera and like shoving it in my backpack, pulling it out of my backpack, shoving it in, pulling it out. And at some point on Saturday was that process flipped the focus from autofocus to manual focus. And I did not notice because as I said before, I didn't wear my glasses because of the lighting there. And so I couldn't see in the viewfinder that it was out of focus because everything was out of focus. And I will make sure that I check that button now before I do any interview for the rest of my life. But it didn't diminish, like that last one was blurry, but it doesn't diminish the message.
You can still see who the people were. It's not like it was me without my contacts because everybody is just a big, like literally a blur. I can't tell. I can't even distinguish faces without my contacts in if you're not right here in my face. But yeah. And I'm just picking on you because it was just Jamie came up, Jamie was clear, and then the next person, who I think was Megan Apostolaris, was like, I mean, poor thing, she was blurry, and then somebody I know, so I immediately messaged her, and I was like, I didn't know you were that blurry in real life. That's amazing. And she was like, I'm not. I said, all right, cool. But she was very, very complimentary, and thanking you for everything that you do for our community, the masters in general. And I mean, it was fantastic, dude. It really, really was. Yeah. A couple people were blurry, whatever. But the message that you got out, and the video itself is fantastic. Letting those people express themselves as to why they're actually there. Because as old boy just said, we ain't getting paid, dude.
Yeah.
We ain't getting paid. The top level, absolutely. Yeah, they're getting something. But even them, like even Jason Grubb is not, for winning, is not getting anywhere near what the individuals get. And whatever, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not why he does it either, I'm sure.
Jenny posted, just left class, love my affiliate. Yeah, affiliates are great places, man. That they love on you no matter what you look like, no matter what you're coming in with, no matter what baggage you have. You walk into the affiliate and they love on you. As long as your dog doesn't bite, you're good to go.
You don't leave notes on machines that nobody else is allowed to use them. Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff.
Greg's got a class at the affiliate at 5:30. And the best part about the blurry stuff is most of the Masters athletes think it's just them anyway.
100%. If nobody would have said anything, nobody being me, they probably could have just got away with it. Like, man, I got to go to the doctor and get my prescription checked. This is terrible.
We're trying to get the Pentagon affiliated again. The real Pentagon, like the big guy in DC.
They if you saw the video, and Hill did a video on it of the whatever it is.
I leave my cat at home. She does bites.
Of the physical fitness challenge, whatever it was, with the pull-ups and push-ups or whatever.
Yeah.
That's in the basement of the Pentagon, and they got like a full rogue rig set up. Like it looked really super nice. So I'd imagine that's probably exactly what he's talking about.
Well, thank you, Frida. Not being perfect just makes it more human and real. Thanks.
I told you, if I didn't know any better, I'd be like, it looks like a creative choice. Like, you know what? Go let him get a little out of focus.
I beat myself up for hours.
Oh, I can't imagine, dude. I can't imagine. Oh, by the way, I did text Rudy and Lynette this morning. I said, I think it's kind of messed up that Scott gets an invite to the gym and I don't, to go in gym and I don't. I said, it's not like I live 12 hours away. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm heading there tonight. I'm excited because they bought a barn. They actually bought a house to get the barn to convert it into a workout space, to create their own community of Masters athletes and training camps. So we're going to go to that barn. We're going to walk through it. And Rudy Berger was the 40 to 44-year-old champion this year. This is his third time winning the championship. So we're going to walk through the barn, what they're doing, why they're doing it. Their son's going to be there. Their daughter has a cross-country meet, but the whole family works out together. And that's what I want to capture. I want to capture that whole vibe. We're not going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about what they do, why they do.
Those kids are awesome.
They are.
And if they beat you in a workout, they will let you know about it. I can tell you that from firsthand experience at Southland Camp.
And you should have no shame in it because they are incredible athletes.
They are stupid fit. It's insane.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And I've been hanging with them since right after the first championship. We got to know each other pretty well. And Mason has gone from 3'1" to 6'6", and not really, but
he's big. He's way bigger than the first time I met him. That's for sure. Yeah. And that was about 4 years ago. So,
and he came up to me at the games, shook my hand, and had an adult conversation with me. And the kid's 13 years old.
Yeah, it's wild.
But that's an amazing kid. So, yeah, but I've gotten some good feedback on the video. I'm really glad it came out the way it did. We're going to do a series of them. There'll be a couple different themes, right?
Yeah.
And so the next one will be a different theme. And kudos to Katelyn, my little 5'1" videographer. who had no pit access, no floor access, got a lot of coverage.
The montage that's in the
Nice.
film was fantastic. Like, that was high quality work, both, you know, from the video that she got and whoever, I guess you that edited it together. Like, that was good stuff, dude. For real.
She edited the whole thing. I
Right.
just added the music.
Yeah.
But
Kudos
like,
to her.
you know, it was about the why. And so she caught crowd shots of people cheering on their athletes, the athletes doing the pump up as they're running on the floor. Like, she just did a great job of catching that theme. And I told her the theme. So she, like, that montage was created for this theme.
Right.
And then the next one will be created for that theme. And we'll just continue moving forward with all that.
Speaking of the video, there's Denise Moore right there.
Yeah, she's a star in it. Jay Birch asked where Rudy's from. About 5 miles that way. So
I told him. So
Columbus.
Lynette said, she said, you don't need an invite to come over here. And I was like, I appreciate that. I said, next time if I find myself anywhere in Ohio, believe me, I'm coming to bother the shit out of y'all. don't even sweat it.
It was not, Denise. Stop beating yourself up. We all are more critical of ourselves than anybody else. Well, I'm more critical of myself, except for when Cory critiques me.
Well,
yeah. So anyway, maybe. So I was talking to somebody. You know, I told you, like, I didn't know who Graham Holmberg was, and
yes.
last week, someone said I should have him on the show and not say who it's going to be, and then, like, the first person in the chat that can identify my guest is.
No, I'll send you a jazz shirt if you can figure out who this guy is.
Right. So, well, there's been some other news. Speaking of which, one of these days I'll have time to bother you, Cory.
He comes to Gonzales or right nearby, like once a year at least. And every time he comes, I'm like, dude, when you come here, come drop in at the gym. I will come work out with you. He's going to Shreveport this weekend to go judge at Wods, and I came about that far from signing up and going to do it because it's one of the few competitions around here that programs appropriately to Masters. And I did not because I don't know. I just didn't because it was another hotel stay I can't afford to pay for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this CrossFit stuff ain't cheap, even for media.
Mm-mm.
Did you see the news that broke a little bit ago that CrossFit Reykjavik has sold?
To BKG.
Yeah, it was broken by the Barbell spin, of course.
Of course.
And so I'll share that here. Annie Thorstadter sells CrossFit Reykjavik, BKG, part of new ownership group. And not only is he part of the new ownership group, he is going to be the head coach and head programmer for that.
That's like a complete takeover at that point. Like, I mean, I don't know how much difference. Obviously, I've never seen BKG program anything. Couldn't tell you what they do at CrossFit Hardware up there, but like that's a big switch. If not just somebody's just taking over, like somebody's taking over, he's gonna start writing the program in like the whole 9 yards. That's kind of a big deal. And I remember somewhere saying that like Reykjavik was one of the, or if not the second biggest place, basically in Iceland for like Uber rides.
Well, they have like, I think I heard at one time like close to 1,000 members.
Yeah, the videos I've seen, and some friends of mine actually have a CrossFit Hardware patch on my bag that they got me while they were up there, and they said the place is massive. Like, it doesn't even make sense as far as, you know, for being a gym. The whole place is insanely big.
I mean, it has recovery stuff. It has, like, it's not just a like your
Right.
typical box. It's got like all the amenities, all the stuff. And this is the big question. And you know, she made the announcement she wasn't doing the open for the first time this year because and she signed the letter to have Dave fired. And sorry, T-Bird, at the time that this popped up, I have not seen any response from her. If she has responded, I'll look for that here in a minute.
Breaking news by T-Bird.
But if she doesn't feel strongly about CrossFit in a positive light anymore, why would she keep the gym?
Yeah, 100% would make sense.
So if you're not that into it anymore, okay. Her answer is, I let BK step in because I am now expecting my third child and want someone that has more time to give to step into a gym I care so much about. I am still part of CrossFit Reykjavik.
Well, good.
There you go.
Good for her. Good for them. Priority shift, man. People get older, start having kids. It's not for everybody. It's a lot. I can't imagine, like you said, if they have 1,000 members, managing that on a day-to-day basis and still training and still competing. And now you having your third kid. And like, it's a lot, dude.
Shanna's right. The article did say the open enrollment was drastically down this past year. And that's because I believe it's because Annie announced she wasn't doing the open.
Absolutely.
Probably didn't give it the push that it's had in the years past.
Correct.
BKG and the new owner did do the open there at Reykjavik. They were one of the 58 people who did sign up. Generally, they're close to 200, like 165, I think, in the past, something like that. And if she doesn't want to be a part of CrossFit, that's okay. You're allowed to have that choice. And if you step away, you have that choice too. Like, I'm okay however this manifested itself into whatever it is. And she is having her third child. That I can't even imagine the amount of time that's going to take.
No, not even a little bit.
I hope BKG keeps it affiliate. I don't see anything on the BKG was at the games, right? Like, I don't see that not happening.
No.
And the quotes in the article from the new owner, because I think BKG isn't all the money. It's mostly
he's basically going to be like the head programmer.
They were saying how excited they were to promote the open again and to do those kinds of things. So I think that everything's going to kind of go back.
I'll say this about the open enrollment thing, like thinking about it, is that I don't think she intended for the open enrollment at her box to drop like it did. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think she was maliciously saying like, but I think just by saying and telling everybody, well, I'm not doing the open this year, that people just looked at her and flocked and went, okay, well, she's not doing it, I'm not doing it.
I understand what you're saying, but as a business owner, you have to understand the effect you have by the decisions you make.
I'm not saying it was a stupid idea. It wasn't a stupid idea. I absolutely think that's an insane way to go, to not sign up for it, especially when you have 1,000 members. Like, Friday Night Lights is fantastic at my gym, and we have 100 members, and we might get 25 to 30 to sign up, right? So like with 160, dude, it's a circus, and it'd probably be a fun circus to attend. Like, I would think that would be fantastic. You're running heats all afternoon into the evening. It's a big deal.
I know my old affiliate before I went to Polaris, like they split the gym into teams. Like, it is a big deal, the open, and they get over 100 people signing up every year. And we only have like 200. And at the time we had like 260 as a membership, and like half signed up. So it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, I'd love it, dude. I would love that.
And for them, like, cutting it to 3 weeks makes sense. It was so frantic and so chaotic for those 3 weeks. Like, you go to 5 and they're just, ugh.
It's exhausting.
Don't strong men go there also, like Thor? I think Thor does go there. I'm not sure how many others do. but from what I understand, it is just massive. Like there are spots for everybody. Different classes going on at different times.
Speaking of Thor, I saw a reel with him and Dr. Mike Israel, the RP guy.
Okay.
They were hanging out together somewhere. Thor was working out, and apparently Thor wants to, whenever his strongman career is over, maybe looking to get into bodybuilding. Can you imagine?
Well, he for that boxing, he trimmed down.
He looked good, dude.
He did.
He looked good. And that was one of the things he said. He said
another level.
Yeah, he said when I did boxing, he said I wasn't trained to be strong. I was trained to box. He said, and I got pretty lean. He said, so maybe when I get done with strongman, see what I can do with my physique.
We haven't even talked, and that's a perfect segue into the next thing I wanted to talk about, man. Look at you go. All right. I saved this Instagram post. Where is it? Here we go. Have you seen this? So this is two former wrestlers, two action movie stars, and the drastic body changes they have gone through. So let's start with The Rock. This is his red carpet right here on the left. And this is him at peak rockness.
Yeah.
Right. Holy transformation, Batman. Here is Dave Bautista. This is on the right, him in peak wrestling Bautista fitness. And here's him at a recent premiere on the left. No more steroids, no more muscle.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. And here's the thing, dude. Because I saw with I saw a couple of this in a couple of different places, right? I didn't see the Bautista thing. That's new. But I saw this as far as The Rock is concerned, is that, yes, on the right there, he is, right, massively blown up. He's a big ass dude. On the left, you're not seeing him with his shirt off. He's definitely smaller. Like I say, he's not that much smaller. But he's probably still ripped if he takes that shirt off, right? He's probably still got muscles. He's probably still got, all his abs and whatnot. But the amount of deflation between the two things, and the fact that I'm pretty sure both of those guys have been like adamant about, I never took steroids the entire time. So would you like to revise your statement now?
I think that one, it's the extremes, right? On the right, they're both gym pictures, right? Here's Bautista sitting over a rack of dumbbells. He's probably got a pump on top of whatever else that's happened. Here's The Rock in a gym, getting his workout in, probably got a pump on. So he's even bigger than everything else, right? Yeah. Then you take the dramatic decrease. So it even makes it even bigger. But The Rock went from "Can you smell?" to Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah. To, hey guys, I'm gonna cook some hot dogs.
Yeah.
If anybody wants some.
Anybody want to?
Matt, he doesn't look like the same person. Like a dude on the left.
He thinks The Rock had some heart issues.
Yeah, you keep injecting all that shit into your body until you can get swole up ginormous. Eventually, you can have some heart issues too.
Shanna, wow, they look like they're sick, like cancer sick. That actually, I can't lie, that popped into my head.
Oh yeah, the first time I saw this pic, like of The Rock not being The Rock, basically that's Dwayne Johnson. The dude on the right is The Rock. The dude on the left is Dwayne Johnson. Especially the outfit that he's wearing, where he looks like he's about to go pick up his kids from a PT, or go to a PTA meeting.
Yeah.
And then the glasses, and then the whole 9 yards, and then this too, dude. Like,
and they are like, their movies are awesome. I love both of their movies. I'm huge fans, but I just saw this and I was like, holy crap, man. some I wanted to share. Thought it was a good discussion point for us on like a slow news day.
Yeah, exactly.
The Rock looks like he filled out the shirt a bit better in the past. So here's the crazy thing with The Rock, right? Andrew Sten said it earlier that this is his right picture, the big picture was post wrestling. The Rock actually got bigger after wrestling for his movie roles than he was when he was wrestling. But his left picture went like smaller than his wrestling picture.
Yeah.
So he went from like a little bit bigger after movie then to a lot smaller after, which makes it even more dramatic.
I would like to know the weight difference.
I think he said it's only like 50 pounds.
That's a lot, dude. If I showed you a picture of me 50 pounds heavier, which I have, as opposed to a picture of me now, when I show my fat pictures to people, they do not believe it's the same person. Just like those two guys look like they might be related, but like they're not the same guy. Like that looks like it could be Brian Johnson, Dwayne's freaking second cousin.
Sean in Oregon, as a cancer survivor, my thoughts immediately went to cancer for The Rock. He looks sick.
He does.
I wonder how long it took him to lose so much weight and size.
And in that outfit that Bautista's wearing, he looks like he's on the HOA committee somewhere and he's about to come in and tell you about your pink flamingo in the front yard and how you can't have it there or your grass is too damn tall.
Yeah. All right. Here's the next one I got for you. I saw this on the internet today, and you know when the fun when I first got into an affiliate back in the day is you get all your gym buddies and you all think you're invincible, and so you do stupid shit to test yourself when you're bored at the gym. Like when the coach left you responsible to lock up, this is the shit that goes down. Right?
100%.
And here we go. Did you see this? Building the mega ramp. So apparently Hillary left town. And,
100%.
Rich decided, hey, what can we do now that Hillary took the kids and I got the gym all to myself? Let's make the mega ramp.
Let's get some jerk box and let's put one ramp. This is insane. All the way up backwards. Stop.
Yeah, wait for it. Then comes back forward and does the whole thing again.
Bro.
Now,
that is 100% a like you said, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do a couple of things, and then
hey, can I lock up now after you leave?
Yeah.
And then the coach leaves and hey, let's get out all the toys.
Yeah, that what Lito said.
Austin, you've already used up one of your lives. Had me howling.
That poor dude. Jeez, and Pete, man, that was absolutely terrible. But yeah, what he said on this episode of What's Rich Doing, he ain't had nothing else to do. God. And then Barbell spin about Brian saying that the Crash Crucible workout's been released because that looks like some shit that friggin' that JR be like,
I'm glad they edited out all the guys that fell off the side.
Can you imagine?
Or maybe that's the sequel to this.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 guys back there that's like, please don't put that video in there. Please don't put the video of me falling
if
off.
she sees that. Yeah,
I like how he's jogging back and forth to go get the ramps and the steps. Like, oh yeah, no, we need to hurry up and do this. Hillary's probably on her way to the gym. And he knew that. So he's like, let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get this done before somebody comes in here and tells us not to.
But also, lest you forget, Mayhem is really good on their hands. And
Oh, yeah,
that's maybe why.
100%. Dude, handstand walking, GHDs, like you do not want to get in either a handstand walk race or a GHD competition with a Mayhem athlete.
Absolutely hilarious, man. I saw this because I know, like, we did the dumbest stuff when the coach left.
I have a video on my phone, and I didn't do this, but I watched somebody else do it. Or Riggs bolted to the wall, right? So like pull up bar, pull up bar, pull up bar, pull up bar. And they were trying to figure out how to swing from one pull-up bar, fly through the air like Tarzan.
The American
Ninja is that yeah, Birch learning to play new sports regularly.
There it is.
Yeah,
top of the pyramid.
But there's support beams for the roof that are also right next to the wall. And so there's a video of my girl Chelsea jumping up, grabbing, and she swing, and she swings forward and she misses the next bar and tackles one of the freaking support beams with her shoulder. And she gets up and she's like, "I'm all right."
Yeah, we did that too. Only ours was right down the middle of the gym, and they were trying to go from middle to middle to middle, Lashang like Ninja Warrior. And the one guy went and totally missed and did the face plant right into the floor. It was not good. When I did what Rich is doing in 2019, we did more handstand walks per week than I thought was possible. And half the time they did it on the ramp, talking 600 to 700 feet a week.
I did 200 feet this morning, and that was plenty. At the end of a workout. I think the most I've done in one workout was like 500, but that was it. That was it for the week. We did, like, we might not even had it the next week. That's a lot, dude.
The last thing for your viewing pleasure, and this is just going to be a quick hitter. We won't need to keep it up for long. It's Johnny Knoxville found the hottest real estate agents in California. If you're looking to sell your home, please reach out to Wang and Dong.
Wang and Dong.
Yeah. They're awesome. I hear they're incredible. So yeah, just a quick hitter to end it on. But it was a slow news day at first, so I thought I would go ahead and share some of that stuff.
Wang and Dong for all your real estate needs.
Had another announcement today and yesterday for Rogue.
I missed that completely, apparently.
Yeah, so one makes perfect sense. The other is holy shit. Heinrich Hypolainen, 1 year after a torn Achilles at Rogue, has been invited back to Rogue.
Wow.
So recovery must be going well. I will tell you everything I know about Achilles tears I learned from Chelsea Nicholas. She was a Masters athlete, good friend of the show, been on several times. I have followed her recovery. She had the same surgery as Aaron Rodgers, the state-of-the-art one. They told her that it was 18 months until it is fully strong.
Yeah.
He's going 1 year.
Well, to be fair, so did Bill Lee.
Yeah. But then you saw what happened to Bill. He didn't really perform at his best.
No, and he's aware, dude. He knows he underperformed, but he's also given himself a little bit of grace for the amount of time that he can't, like, what he did. And if Heinrich actually competes and does well, same thing for him, dude. Like, what they did is a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah. I'm glad they invited him back and hope he does well. And to me, everything, and just so you know, like, everything's based on a 5-year history of your performance with the new Rogue standings. So if they're going through the Rogue standings, it's not about last year. It's about the last 5 years. So he may have accumulated enough points over those years to make himself a viable option. But the other announcement was, come on, Lucy Campbell. She's been killing it this year. She got the other invite in the last 24 hours.
Love her. She's awesome.
David Johnston, Megala tried to get back to training. Tore hers again, didn't she? Yes, she did.
She sure did.
And that's the thing that people don't think of, right? An Achilles is not a muscle. You can't build it back. It has to heal. It is a tendon. You can't, there's nothing you can do physically to strengthen it quicker. You can build the stuff around it, but you can't build it.
Yeah. Time. Right. Time is what's going to fix it. Period. I mean, you can do all the right things, like you said. You can strengthen everything around it. But ultimately, it has to heal.
Shannon says, Alexis Johnson came back to competition in a year. You can do that. And football players do it all the time. But what Chelsea told me is they informed her the risk of re-injury is still significant until it is fully healed at 18 months. So if you're coming back sooner than that, you are playing with fire.
And if you tear it again, it's worse than the initial part.
You have less
to stay together. Like if you re-tear it after already tearing it, like the same one, it's a longer process to come back.
And if you look at football players that have come back in a year, that first year back is not great.
No.
They're usually not as good as they were. And they have it's the next year that they then have fully recovered and come back and get back to peak performance.
Right.
So anyway, happy for Lucy. She just keeps on rolling along, and she's killing it.
She's a great human, dude. Like, it's not so much as, I should say that she's a great athlete, because she is. But every interview I've ever seen with her, like, she's so down to earth. She's so just like a normal type person. Like, there's no BS in her whatsoever. So, like, kudos to her, dude, for real, for being where she's at.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last thing I had in my docket is, I got that pucker this morning when I saw that I was on dense updates and didn't know which way the wind was going to blow.
You'll never do.
You never know. You look and see what's going to happen. But she did highlight some of the stuff that happened earlier this week between myself and Patrick Clark, and posted some screenshots of the back and forth that occurred. But I didn't know that it was going to roll over throughout the week. And then the barbell spin guys were going to fight amongst each other last night. If you did not see last night's show.
No, Jameson had softball practice.
John took exception with Brian being too negative in his posts about the WFP over the weekend. And they went back and forth for 15 or 20 minutes, arguing over what was negative and what was critical and what was. And I will tell you that I felt like once the ball got rolling on the criticism of the WFP, then everything that they did wrong was going to be nitpicked,
highlighted.
And so when we got on Sunday night, we said, hey, we're choosing to look at some positive things and constructive feedback. So if we find something wrong, we want to have a solution to offer. And we only did that not because it wasn't warranted that they did things wrong, but it was just, okay, they've seen all that. They've had to have seen all that. Let's just go in a different direction.
Yeah.
And I think John felt the same way. But in true John fashion, communicating that to Spin became just a shouting match.
John Young yelling is my favorite hashtag.
So usually I put that show on as I'm going to bed on Wednesday night, and just to kind of like lay back, relax, listen to whatever news they have, and then I go to sleep. There was no going to sleep over the yelling from John Young. So
he's so loud, dude. Like, and he's passionate. Like, that's why he's yelling. Like, he doesn't know how to get his point across in any other way other than the fact that, like, I'm just going to be louder than you are. And God bless him for that. But yeah, no, I was at softball practice. I did not get to see.
So we had that going on. We had the Laura Horvat quote that people on the internet are too comfortable not getting punched in the face. So the last night they did blind rankings. Who would Laura's top 5 people that she would want to punch in the face?
Was Savon on the list? Did Savon make it? Because I'm pretty sure she wants to punch Savon in the face.
And really, that's got to be the answer, 1 through 4.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, he did make the list. And then Terry, remember when he was so mad he left the show? Yes. John hung up, left, walked away, and never came back one night, which was pure internet gold.
You can't not love that dude. Like, seriously.
If I didn't know him, I would say that they are staging it.
Right.
To get
views. It's not.
But that is him. That is truly who he is.
I'm done arguing with y'all, and just clicks off. And that's it. I'm done for the night.
Yes. Yes. So anyway, that was crazy. And actually, in the middle of the fight between Spin and John, Patrick Clark jumps in the comments to start making comments, and John stops and says, Patrick Clark, if you try to jump into this, I'm going to stop defending you guys, and I'm going to let Spin do whatever he wants to do. So just shut your hole. I'm going to move on.
To be fair, I can see, like, because I mean, I didn't watch all my WFP coverage came from whatever everybody was posting about it. I did not watch a single minute of it because I don't get notifications for it. If it would be on YouTube and I get notifications for it, I would probably have watched it. But being as how it was not, I did not. So not knowing what was actually going on, only seeing highlights here, there, and yonder, I can understand people thinking that Brian's just posting negative.
Well, that was the best line from Dense Updates this morning. When Jenny said, Patrick, stop drinking the whiskey.
Stop drinking the whiskey. Anyway, I can see how people would think that it's negative, but like if an event's happening and all of a sudden a piece of equipment breaks while somebody's on it and they look like they hurt themselves, that's news. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad or indifferent. Somebody's going to post about it because it's news.
Yeah.
If traffic in your town goes smoothly for 4 hours and then there's a 5-car pileup, nobody's reporting on the fact that it was smooth for 4 hours. They are reporting on the 5-car pileup because that is the news. If it goes fine, all you're going to see is, hey, this person came in first, this person came in second, this person came in third. Here's an interview with them, moving right along. But that's not what happened. Ricky had 2 bikes break in one workout. Freaking Austin Hatfield's GHD broke while he was on it. And he slid down and managed to not make himself a monk. Like,
yeah,
these are things that happen. So it's not, I can understand if you look at him and go, well, all you're doing is posting the negative stuff. No, he's posting what happened. So I just don't understand that. I just posted the negative stuff. Dude, it's just what happened. Like, I don't get it.
All right. Well, every time I have you on the show freaking flies. I've got to go get a haircut. because I've not had a haircut in 4 months. I don't know.
Ooh.
No product. It's just.
Hey, bro, look, I need one proof of that myself.
So going to get that done, and then I'm going to get a follow-up on my lungs at the doctor this afternoon. And then off to the burgers to film them and their family and how they do things. And then Rich Froning, Coffee Pods and Wods.
That should be shortly, shouldn't it?
Just got the notification they just went live
5 minutes ago. Yep.
So why don't you guys all head over to Coffee Pods and Wods to go meet the inventor of the Mega Ramp.
The Mega Ramp.
The Mega Ramp. Yeah, go check that out because that's got to be good. And I'm sure that Peter will dive into everything Sale, Malik,
there's no doubt in my mind.
Kundo, all that stuff. So with that, guys, head over there. Check out the Mega Wall, the Mega Ramp.
The Mega Ramp.
All right. Check that out, guys. We will see everybody tomorrow on lunch with the Clydesdale. Bye, guys.